So Yakuza Zero. This game is set in 1988 of Japan. It's literally like the best time to be alive in Japan. It's an economic boom. People got crazy amounts of cash. The ladies are kind of risque. The time period is just high spirited, right? Got our two characters in Kamurocho, the city of adult entertainment, we'll call it. Kazuma Kiryu, who is a 20-year-old freshly minted Yakuza member. He's been kind of just admitted into what's called the Dojima family. And you've got Sotenbori, which is kind of the rival city of Kamurocho, Goro Majima, who is a former Yakuza at this point, and he is attempting to get his way back in due to some events that he kind of got himself screwed over by about 3 years ago. So we'll start with Kiryu. This demo is just going to kind of drop us right into the city. And you get to, right when you see it, you're just going to be like, wow, that's so 1988. You got your neon lights, you've got your trash piles, you've got just general debauchery going on. Drunk dudes walking down the street. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to head toward a telephone club, which is kind of a thing that was popular back in the times. Pocket tissues. Back then, Japanese dudes would kind of get on the phone. They'd want to chat up girls, and you could just go to this club and kind of like literally call in, and a girl would pick up the line, and you could talk to him for a bit. And kind of like those old infomercials that you used to see at night, right? So generally, dudes will pick fights with you. The battle system is kind of got unique things to it. It's a very much just kind of an old school brawler. But what's cool about it is right now I'm in a brawler stance, right? And you can see that in the upper left. But I'm actually able to switch stances on the fly between 3 whole different type of movesets. So right now I'm in his boxer-like rush style. And this is going to be a really fast, really agile style. He can dodge around. If you can literally hold X to dodge just about anything. Or if I go to beast mode, beast style, unfortunately there's no environmental objects around here, but he will work those into the combos and essentially just start beating on dudes with those. The series is kind of well known for these things called their heat actions. When I fill those gauges to the brim, I have what's called a heat action I can perform in very particular time periods. I'll see if I can pull one of those off. Here we go. Oh, I'm not going to be able to pull that off in this particular battle, but that's fine. There will be plenty more. Like I said, kind of one of the themes of the game is kind of cash. You probably noticed that as I was killing dudes that there was cash literally flying out of the enemies, and the more you beat them up, the more cash you get. Cash is everything in this game. It's how you level up. You have to literally invest in yourself to grow your abilities and gain new moves. It's here we go, one more fight. Let's see what I can do here. There we go, that's a heat action. This is kind of that's a general basic one, I would call it. There's a lot more kind of cooler looking ones, a lot more violence. And in just general, it's a very kind of free-flowing kind of combat system. Square is your basic kind of hit. In this mode, you can also kind of absorb punches from any different angle. That's kind of the defense of this one. It's a little slower, it's a little harder to move around, but you pay for that with power. So here is the telephone club. I'm going to work in here. $1,000 for your demo only. All right, so this QTE comes pretty fast, and I hope I get it right, because when you get it right, it's amazing. if you've ever had a QTE to answer the phone. Skip through this tutorial.
Who's calling you? A girl?
Yes. Girls are dialing in on the other line, and we just got to pick up the phone. Moshi mosh. So good.
You want me to chat with them?
Yes. So now we're going to proceed to the moment of chatting up the girl. That's just kind of what this game is built on. Like, you saw how kind of violent and hardcore it is, but there's also this like weird, like salty, sweet kind of difference between things. So I've got to pick the right kind of thing here. I don't want to say she sounds tough. I don't want to say she sounds like a yak, or that she's an old bag. So that my right answer is probably floating around back there. Oh, I missed. Oh no!
Some old bag.
You some old bag. Did not want to say that. Lean in, muscular is clearly the right answer. What I'm doing is I'm charging my rotary phone here, and shooting the laser at the right one. You have to rotate your right analog stick to charge your rotary laser. This is pretty sexy stuff. Not a manly voice, not a lovely nose. Here we go. Oh. There we go. So now we go to the vital question. We've got 3 vital questions that are going to come up. Kiryu needs to understand what she looks like. He needs to understand her face, and then we'll have the opportunity to ask her out.
Yeah.
So now he's got the visual of what her body's going to look like, and we get this special little scene here. Kiryu's imagination is going wild. Every game prior has, of course, been rated M for mature. Not your gassy.
You're a clown.
I'm nailing these. All right. Good job, Kiryu. So now we're going to get the close-up of the face finally. And all these girls, and I think this one is also modeled after real-life women in Japan. They brought in actual models to kind of base these personalities on.
Right.
All right, here we go. Final moment. Nope. Oh man. I think in this particular demo we have a little bit more time than we probably would in the full version. Allows me to screw up a bit more. Throw up. Clearly the right answer. All right, this is going to take us to our third and final moment question where we get to ask her out. That was Japanese for I'm interested. Success. So we're only going to have to choose from 2 girls in this, but you'll see that when Kiryu gets to this theater that he comes into kind of a dilemma as to which girl he needs to actually go up and talk to.
So if you would meet you?
No.
No. We're still in Yakuza?
You started with Yakuza.
We had to stop in about 50 minutes ago. Hey, what's up?
Oh no.
Oh no. So we're going to take a closer look, see what happens when we do this. Sneaky Kiryu. Oh no! Alright, so we know it's the girl in front, because that's clearly blue. What'll happen is when you actually get to, if you get fully through this game, there's more than one girl obviously in the full game, and you can at that point start to invite her out on the other dates that you go on. Bowling, darts, pool, dancing, any of those things, and makes it a lot more interesting when you have a companion than just Kiryu hanging out by himself.
Well done.
We got you, Riku. Don't worry.
We're good.
So what I'll do now is I'll actually switch to the Majima side. Just a real quick tour of Sotenbori. Good job, Kiryu.
Oh, Yakuza.
Majima has 3 of his own styles. He's a little bit faster, but a little bit, not much weaker than Kiryu, but he has a lot of passive abilities as well. The battle system in this game, I mean, yeah, you can run through and you can kind of just punch your way through things, but there is kind of a technical side to all these styles. Really kind of learning what their strengths and how best to use them is very advantageous when you play the full game. So there's our club down here that we're going to hit up. I'm going to see if I can get into a fight real quick though first. Gentlemen, where are my thugs at? Sotenbori is set in Osaka. It's a different part of Japan than Kamurocho, and it's a very kind of different lifestyle here. Majima himself is kind of a series favorite. People have always kind of wondered what his story is, and this is really kind of the way to show it. This is before he kind of becomes the Mad Dog of Shimano, as his kind of title presumes. So you get to see his kind of transformation, and that's just a really cool thing for the fans.
How hard is it to make a fight?
I know, you'd think there'd be some bros. Let's do this, guys.
Snake skin.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, that guy.
Looks different, younger.
Yeah, they all look a little bit younger here, a little fresher. Here we go, some dude's picking on a lady here.
Those gang outfits.
Yeah.
The dog angle.
So Majima starts in his thug style, but one of the more interesting ones that you can also do is become a dancer. He will literally break dance his fight. He can also bring out his bat. This is a kind of a series staple of his. He's a big baseball guy, so beating dudes up with a bat is sort of in his repertoire.
Yeah.
but dancer style for the win. You can see the music changes with each kind of style change you make.
Right.
This one's all about this one's very good at crowd control. There's a lot of freeze frame moves you can pull off. Come on, bro, come on. All right. Get up.
Thug life.
Thug life. That's Majima for you. No problem, guys. All right. Back to dancing. Clearly the important thing to have to do here. Oops, oops, oops. Turn around, Majima. Thank you. There's my Maharaja. Oh, this is karaoke, my bad. God.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, karaoke is awesome, but this one doesn't have the full cut-ins, which is just,
Oh, does it?
no. All right, here's our club,
Maharaja.
the Maharaja. A mere 2,000 yen to gain interest, pocket change to get into your fancy club. If we go up and talk to the DJ here, he's going to allow us to dance. Now in the full game, you could challenge any of his hostesses to come join you here, and it'll become almost like a little versus game. The 80s are in full swing.
Totally. Those designs. Dance so well.
Here we only have access to Koi no Disco Queen. I'm going to try this on hard. I don't know how that's going to go.
Don't let us down.
I know.
They have 1980s music in Japan.
I mean, I guess if music came out in the 80s, it technically is 1980s.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
A lot of the music is styled in 1980s style.
Okay.
Dancing's very serious in this
Editing
game.
license tracks.
So the thing about this rhythm game is actually the more squares you move, the more steps you take, the more point value you think you get. So I'm not especially great at making that happen, but I'm all right. Bust out the dancing fever.
There's no thugs around.
No thugs yet. You don't find them on the dance floor.
The icons are amazing, by the way.
Yeah, it's got his eye patch and everything. And of course, you do find out why he has an eye patch.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Oh, what?
I'm blowing it here, guys.
This is the part where
Game mode on the TV isn't helping.
This is the part where you blame lag, Scott.
Yeah, no kidding. There's clearly input lag.
Does it also explain where you learned how to break dance?
Yes, it does, actually. All these styles kind of form their identity. And that's just a cool part of it.
Right. Wow.
I did win. I'm a disco star. So the rest of the demo is essentially just kind of lets you kind of free roam. You can run around, kill punks. You know, it's not going to go into the main story, which is this very gritty, heavy kind of Yakuza-based thing. You've got, you know, dudes, murders happening. You've got real estate kind of plot line, and what Kiryu's is doing versus what Majima's doing are very kind of they start out very on separate kind of pages here, but essentially they kind of, when you see how they connect, it's kind of this oh shit moment, and it's pretty great. But there you have it. That's Yakuza 0.